and this is Sea Life here in the garden, and I'm getting ready to do my first onion top trimming. Where you see that they've laid over, that's where you want to trim them. The ones that you want to trim off. And I just trim them and pull them out. And I have my water going here. That may not be so nice, but here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to continue trimming the ones that are laying over, and so that the bulb can actually decide to make a larger bulb. You've got to trim your onion greens that are laying over. It's what I have learned from all the sources that I've been following on YouTube and other places. So I'm just looking to see what is laying over here. All of this one is laying over, so there you go. How you doing? Now then, and let's see. I'll just get me a trusty pair of scissors out, and I'm just cutting them and clipping, cutting and clipping. Now I just need to gather them, and I'll have them to use in a salad. The tops are really great in a salad, and I'm hoping this will be my first time having success with onions, so I'm really hoping that this works out. Okay, I've got a bunch of these onion stems out of here, and I'm gonna have to put them in a basket. But this is what the little onion patch looks like now that I've trimmed it, and I still may have some. And I am surprised that just a small little patch of onions, and you've got so many trimmings to be done. But I'm excited to see if we'll have success this year in our onions. Our cabbage is getting ready to head. It's beautiful big cabbages here, and a lot of them are getting ready to head, so that's going to be beautiful. It'll be the first time I've ever done cabbage as well. Our Brussels sprouts are looking a little dry over here. I'm going to have to switch the water around a little bit, I think. But our Brussels sprouts are getting big. Maybe they're just getting ready to produce as well. I don't know. But they're getting to be a good size. And our broccoli is getting pretty nice sized too. And I think it's getting ready to head. I see some little flowery looking things starting, and some of these bigger, especially like right here, this one's got a nice little yellow flower head coming on it, and so that's going to be broccoli. At the end of the frost, we had planted all of this, and it is looking pretty nice. This is now, I'd say just below my hip as far as size, and I'm 4 foot something. I'm at 4'5", I believe. And here is my lettuce. It is starting to do pretty nicely as well. But our peppers are doing well over here. Our little pepper plants Coming up so nice. And our dill over there. Got dill. Let me walk around here. Here it is, dill. Now my potatoes, I am worried that the ants are starting to get to them, so I have put some borax on them, around them. This one the ants certainly got to. It was a beautiful plant. This one, it's doing okay, I think. But I did put the borax on it. And this one, it's like the ants already got to it. But now this one over here, and I have put these boxes around so that I can fill them with dirt a little further. But this one is a beautiful potato plant. And I grew all these potato plants from potatoes that had sprouted after buying them at the store. I just threw them in the garden. I may have sliced some of them up, but mostly the ones that I have are from just the whole potato being thrown in the garden. Well, my plants have some holes in them. Well, that means they're having a little bug pressure. So I'm going to do the organic thing and get my neem oil sprayer out and spray them. And I only do that at night for fear that the oil might burn the plant during the day. So that's my theory. Anyway, so I'll be doing some neem oil tonight on these plants. And my peas over there are starting to take off too. So that is amazing. And all of these plants are doing beautifully. And these peas were planted from seed. And I believe I had bought the seed at the farmer's, at the family feed. So, but that's how that's happening. And I've got peas on the other side that are just starting to sprout. Peas on this side that are doing pretty good. Pretty good. Broccoli that are heading, you'll notice they're making those nice big leaves. And I didn't know whether to leave the leaves on or take them off, but it looks like leaving them on is the ticket because I've got that little head starting to grow and it's looking really pretty on both of these broccoli plants. And I'm going to have to get busy and start filling dirt in these potato boxes, especially this one right here. It's needing some extra dirt put in it right away. As your potato plants get bigger, you need to go ahead and cover the leaves, and you can cover up to the tops of them, or I like to leave a little more out, but you can cover them all the way up. And so I plan to cover all the way up to the top of this box on this plant that I found at the family feed. We've got some cucumbers, some watermelons, and some crookneck squash. And I have got to figure out a place where I'm going to put these now in my garden. Maybe I should turn them around. These are long neck cucumbers, and they are just laying down on me, it looks like. So
that's good though.
Maybe that's good.
They're getting ready to vine. We need something to control.
So, and I really have to figure out where I'm going to put trellises and everything else. I've got one chicken that just won't leave the garden alone. And for some reason, I just can't keep her out of the garden. And as you can tell, my chicken has been very busy over here. So every time I planted seeds, well, let's just say it didn't work out. So, and here she is, the culprit is right over here digging in my flowers now, it looks like. Miss Pearl. Miss Pearl, what are you doing? All our little white chickens, they just think they have got to come check this out. But I find that one in the garden quite often. Here's my grapevine is doing so beautifully.
This one's going to actually have grapes on it this year.
And soon we're gonna have grapes. And don't mind the mess over here. We've got a bunch of old lumber and stuff that we've been collecting up and using out of the pile for a long time.
3 or 4 years now.
We've got some bottles that we've been collecting up and using in the gardens. And but gardening is going well this year. And here's another grapevine on the fence. And yeah, this rainwater system is doing beautifully. So, but I'm gonna take you over and show you how big our little chicks have gotten. Me and her chicks out today. And they're all in the backyard along with the lambs. And let me see if I'd like to show you. Oh, let's see if we can get some. Aren't they beautiful? Just look at them. She has done such a good job taking care of her babies. Such a good job. Yeah. And they are yippee. And then here's our babies on the porch with their mummies. And they kind of very friendly sheep and would probably go inside if we'd allow them to.
Oh yeah, you open the door and
So
one goes right on through.
here Mama comes to visit with us. She's heading back to the barn to her safe place with her chicks. She is too cute. We have gotten tempted and we have decided to go ahead and hatch some of these eggs. So we put them in the incubator and in 21 days we'll see how that goes.